Everything you need to know ahead of the Premier League clash at John Smith Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Since returning to action after the latest international hiatus, Manchester United have courted many a headline concerning their style of play, with a 0-0 stalemate at Liverpool having been followed by an unconvincing 1-0 win away to Benfica on Wednesday. However, Jose Mourinho was in bullish mood following the Champions League win. "We have played 12 matches, 10 victories, 2 draws, 9 clean sheets. We are not bad," said the Portuguese, and, on Saturday, United have the chance to increase that positive start when they visit the John Smith Stadium for the first time. Frank O'Farrell was the last United boss to take a side to Huddersfield back in 1971, and Mourinho will be hoping to put another dent in the Terriers' early optimism by racking up another 3 points as they look to keep hanging on to the coattails of league leaders Manchester City. Advertisement: Man Utd injuries. Mourinho claimed on Wednesday that he is not one to talk about injuries, but went on to say that he could cry for 5 minutes about the current list of setbacks he is having to handle. Paul Pogba remains unavailable due to his continuing rehabilitation from the hamstring injury, which has kept him out for 6 weeks so far. Marouane Fellaini is also likely to remain on the sidelines as he overcomes the knee injury he suffered playing for Belgium against Bosnia-Herzegovina, while Michael Carrick is also expected to miss out once more through calf trouble. Phil Jones was not fully fit to face Benfica, having pulled out of England's World Cup wins over Slovenia and Lithuania with knee issues, but Mourinho believes the defender should be fit to face Huddersfield. Eric Bailly, on the other hand, is not expected back, while Marcos Rojo and Zlatan Ibrahimovic remain on the sidelines after ACL injuries suffered in April. Marcus Rashford limped out of the action early in Lisbon with a knock to the knee, but Mourinho is hopeful he will be able in contention on Saturday. Phil Jones, Manchester United 2017. Man Utd suspensions. Neither side have any absentees due to suspension for Saturday's fixture, and both squads are also free of players sitting one booking shy of a first ban of the season. Man Utd potential starting lineup. After the more defensive setup against Liverpool last week, Mourinho is likely to revert to a more familiar lineup in West Yorkshire. Jones is likely to return, so will step back in for Victor Lindelof of the midweek centre-halves, while Ashley Young will probably replace Daley Blind at left back. Mourinho is short of options in the centre of midfield, so Ander Herrera and Nemanja Matic will be expected to go again in the engine room, but he could bring back Anthony Martial for another start on the left depending on the fitness of Rashford. Martial 11/10 to score anytime. Henrik Mkhitaryan could be among the candidates to be rested after a couple of underwhelming performances this week, with Jesse Lingard on standby to start in the Premier League for the first time this season. Manchester United possible Zai. Huddersfield Town team news. For a team that was promoted with a negative goal difference and no playoff victories outside of penalty shootouts, Huddersfield got off to a flying start to the season with victories over Crystal Palace and Newcastle United, which saw them keeping pace with Manchester United for the opening fortnight. Their form has been far less convincing since, though, with the Terriers recording 3 draws and as many defeats in the 6 games since their blistering opening, and they have managed only a single goal during that time. A team that was based first and foremost on a solid defensive base has unsurprisingly kept 4 clean sheets so far, but in recent weeks their high-tempo approach under David Wagner has not been as successful as in those early weeks, and they have gone down to successive defeats to Tottenham, 0-4, and Swansea, 0-2. The German boss will be hopeful of his side at least giving a good account of themselves against United, with Laurent de Poitre beginning to find his feet in the Premier League and Aaron Muya pulling the strings in midfield. If their sturdy centre-half duo of Christopher Schindler and Matthias Jorgensen can regain the form of the opening 6 weeks, then the home side could be in with a chance of frustrating United's high-scoring front line.